Success is not something that arrives overnight. It is the sum of countless days of effort, focus, and persistence. Every single day is a brick you lay on the foundation of your future. When you understand that each choice and each action matters, you start to see the power of showing up daily. Greatness is never the result of a single event. It is the result of steady, intentional living, day after day, year after year. Small, consistent actions have a way of compounding over time. Just like a tiny seed can grow into a mighty tree, the little things you do, reading a page, making a call, practicing a skill, add up to results you could never achieve in one giant leap. Success often hides in the boring, repetitive actions that most people overlook. But it is precisely those actions that create unstoppable momentum. The secret isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing something every day. Trying to accomplish your goals in one burst of effort will leave you burnt out and discouraged. But if you commit to moving forward a little each day, you'll discover a rhythm that keeps you going. One small win today makes tomorrow's effort easier. And before you know it, you're further along than you ever imagined. Every small effort you make is a seed planted in the soil of your future. Water it with discipline, feed it with focus, and protect it from distraction. At first, the changes may be invisible, but over time, the growth becomes undeniable. It's the small victories, the days you didn't quit, the mornings you pushed yourself, that eventually transform into massive results. Massive results are not magic. They are the visible tip of thousands of invisible daily acts. If you can win the small battles each day, the big victories will take care of themselves. Consistency will always beat intensity over the long run. And what feels insignificant now could very well be the decision that changes your life tomorrow. Remember, you don't need to do everything. You just need to do something every single day. Small, consistent actions have an incredible power that many people underestimate. When you commit to doing a little bit every day, those tiny efforts don't just add up, they multiply. Just like money in a savings account earning interest, your small daily actions grow into something much bigger than you could have imagined at the start. This compounding effect is the true secret behind extraordinary achievements that seem impossible at first glance. Think of each small action as a single brick in a vast wall. Alone, one brick may seem insignificant, but when placed one after another, that wall becomes strong and unshakable. Similarly, small, consistent efforts build habits and skills, gradually strengthening your ability to achieve greater things. This slow and steady progress is the foundation on which all great success is built. Consistency creates momentum. When you perform small actions daily, you keep your progress moving forward, and the more you move, the easier it becomes to continue. This momentum transforms effort into habit, and habit into a natural part of your life. Over time, this leads to mastery, confidence, and results that far exceed what a single burst of effort could produce. The key is to stay committed to your small daily tasks, even when results aren't immediately visible. Patience is essential because the true impact of your consistent actions shows up in the long run. Just like planting seeds, you won't see the full tree the moment it is planted. But with daily care, growth becomes inevitable and unstoppable. Ultimately, extraordinary achievements aren't about sudden success, they are about daily discipline. By embracing the power of small, consistent actions, you lay the groundwork for massive results. This mindset shifts your focus from quick fixes to sustainable growth, ensuring that your efforts lead to lasting and remarkable success. The secret to lasting success is not found in grand, overwhelming efforts all at once, but rather in the steady rhythm of doing something meaningful every single day. It's easy to be tempted by big bursts of energy, starting a new project with excitement, aiming to overhaul your life overnight. But these often fizzle out quickly. Real progress happens when you commit to showing up daily, even if your steps feel small or imperfect. This daily dedication builds resilience and makes your goals manageable instead of intimidating. When you focus on doing something every day, you create a pattern that becomes part of your identity. Instead of asking, "Can I do this?" you begin to ask, "What can I do today?" This simple mindset shift turns your ambitions from distant dreams into achievable habits. Over time, these small efforts accumulate like drops filling a bucket, and eventually that bucket overflows into the massive results you desire. Doing something every day also helps you overcome the paralysis of perfection. You don't need to have the perfect plan or the ideal conditions to start moving forward. Taking consistent imperfect action is far more powerful than waiting for the right moment. This approach keeps you progressing, learning, and adapting, which is where true growth happens. The beauty of this secret is its accessibility. Anyone can do something every day, no matter their circumstances. Whether it's writing a paragraph, making one phone call, or practicing a skill for 5 minutes, the key is that you keep moving. This daily momentum fuels motivation and builds confidence, making the next day's effort easier and more natural. Ultimately, embracing the practice of daily effort rewires your mindset for success. It teaches patience and perseverance, reminding you that small steps, taken consistently, are the greatest drivers of achievement. So, don't wait to do everything at once. Start with something today, and trust that those daily actions will lead you to massive results. Every small effort you put forth is like planting a seed in the soil of your future. At first, this seed seems tiny and fragile, almost insignificant in the vast garden of your life. But with consistent care through daily attention, focus, and persistence, that seed begins to take root. It grows quietly beneath the surface, unseen but steadily developing strength and resilience. This early stage may feel slow or even discouraging, but it is the essential beginning of something far greater. Just as a seed needs water, sunlight, and nourishment to grow, your efforts need dedication, patience, and a positive mindset. Neglect the seed, and it will wither. Nurture it, and it will flourish. The small actions you take each day, learning, practicing, improving, serve as the water and sunlight for your seed. Over time, these actions transform into habits and skills, creating a strong foundation for future success. This growth process is often invisible to the naked eye, which is why many give up too soon. They expect immediate results and don't realize that true progress is happening beneath the surface. But if you keep nurturing your seed, you'll eventually see the first signs of growth. A sprout breaking through the soil, a small breakthrough, or an unexpected opportunity. These moments are proof that your efforts are working, even if it took time. As the seed matures into a thriving plant, it begins to bear fruit. Visible, tangible results that reward your commitment. Massive achievements are simply the harvest of these countless small efforts, patiently cultivated. What started as a single, humble seed becomes a powerful force that shapes your life and legacy. Remember, the key to success is not rushing growth, but consistently nurturing the seeds you plant. Every small effort counts, and when given time and care, those efforts will blossom into massive results, beyond what you first imagined. Discipline in the small things is the quiet engine that drives extraordinary success. Often, people overlook the power of mastering everyday habits because they seem insignificant or mundane. But it's precisely these small acts of discipline, waking up early, staying focused, completing tasks on time, that build the momentum needed to tackle bigger challenges. When you consistently show up for the little things, you train your mind and body to handle more complex goals with confidence and ease. Momentum doesn't come from a single act of willpower. It builds gradually through repeated choices to stay disciplined. Each small victory reinforces your belief in yourself and your ability to follow through. This creates a positive cycle where success breeds more success, and your efforts gain unstoppable energy. Without discipline in the small things, even the greatest ambitions can falter under pressure or distraction. It's helpful to think of discipline as a muscle that gets stronger with use. When you exercise discipline in daily routines, decision making, and habits, you're strengthening that muscle. The stronger it becomes, the more capable you are of sustaining focus and pushing through setbacks. This preparation is what enables you to handle the big moments when they come projects, opportunities, or crises that demand your best. Discipline in the small things also builds character. It's easy to be disciplined when motivation is high or when rewards are immediate. The real test is showing up consistently when it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, or boring. This kind of discipline shapes your identity, making you someone who values commitment and excellence, no matter the circumstance. It becomes a defining trait that influences every area of your life. Ultimately, the momentum created by small daily disciplines propels you toward massive results. It's not about luck or sudden inspiration. It's about the steady, intentional choices that accumulate over time. When you focus on mastering the small things with discipline, you set yourself up for breakthroughs that can change your life forever. Massive results don't happen by chance or overnight. They are the visible tip of thousands of invisible daily acts, small choices repeated quietly behind the scenes that most people never notice. These daily acts might seem unimportant or too small to matter, but they are the foundation on which success is built. Just like an iceberg shows only a fraction above water, the true work lies beneath, hidden from view but crucial to the outcome. Each day, your actions add up even when you can't see immediate progress. You might wake up early, say no to distractions, or put in extra effort when no one's watching. These moments of discipline and focus stack invisibly, shaping your skills, mindset, and opportunities. Over time, their combined power grows stronger, silently pushing you toward your goals. What makes this so powerful is that it shifts your perspective from needing instant results to valuing consistent effort. Instead of getting discouraged by slow progress, you start to trust the process, knowing that each small act is an investment in your future. This mindset keeps you motivated and persistent, even when the rewards aren't immediate. It's easy to admire massive success without appreciating the invisible work behind it. But those who achieve greatness understand that it's the daily acts, those unseen moments of effort, that truly count. They embrace the long journey, knowing that every step, no matter how small, is moving them closer to their dreams. So, never underestimate the power of your daily habits and choices. The massive results you desire are simply the visible outcome of your invisible, consistent actions. Keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and over time, those small acts will transform your life in ways you never thought possible. When it comes to achieving long-term success, Consistency always wins over bursts of intense effort. Many people believe that pushing themselves to extremes once in a while will get them ahead, but the truth is quite different. Short, intense efforts might produce quick results, but they are rarely sustainable. What truly moves the needle is showing up day after day, doing the work steadily and reliably, even when motivation wanes. Consistency creates a reliable rhythm that your mind and body get used to. This rhythm turns actions into habits, and habits into second nature. When you practice consistently, you reduce the mental resistance that often comes with starting something new or difficult. Over time, the effort becomes easier, less stressful, and more natural. This steady approach beats the roller coaster of intense but sporadic work followed by burnout or inactivity. Intensity can be a useful spark to ignite motivation, but without consistency, it burns out quickly. It's like lighting a match versus keeping a candle burning steadily. The match burns bright but fast, while the candle provides a steady, lasting light. Success is less about how hard you work in a moment, and more about how reliably you show up over the long haul. By choosing consistency over intensity, you build trust in yourself and your abilities. Each day you stick to your routine, you reinforce your commitment and confidence. This momentum carries you forward, making even tough days manageable. The power of consistent effort compounds, bringing growth and progress that might seem slow at first, but become unstoppable with time. In the end, the path to massive results is paved with daily, consistent actions. When you commit to being steady rather than sporadic, your efforts accumulate in a way that intensity alone cannot match. Remember, the greatest success stories are rarely about who worked hardest for a day. They're about who worked steadily, day in and day out. Your future is not a product of occasional bursts of effort, but rather the result of the habits you build every day. While grand gestures and moments of inspiration can feel powerful, they are fleeting and rarely sustainable. What truly shapes who you become and where you go is the consistent pattern of your daily choices. Each habit you form is like a tiny gear turning in the machine of your life, quietly setting everything in motion. Daily habits carry more weight than big efforts because they create a foundation of steady progress. When you rely on occasional spikes of energy, you risk burnout, inconsistency, and missed opportunities. But when your habits are strong and positive, they guide you effortlessly toward your goals, even on days when motivation is low. These habits become automatic, freeing your mind to focus on bigger challenges and deeper growth. The power of daily habits lies in their cumulative effect. One good habit may seem insignificant at first, but practiced regularly, it compounds into major life changes. Just like saving a small amount of money each day grows into a substantial nest egg, your habits build character, skill, and momentum. This compounding effect makes the difference between fleeting success and lasting achievement. By focusing on daily habits rather than sporadic effort, you gain control over your future. You shift from reacting to your circumstances to proactively shaping them. This empowers you to design the life you want, rather than waiting for luck or chance. With each positive habit you nurture, you take a deliberate step toward your vision, reinforcing your commitment and confidence. Ultimately, the secret to lasting success is in what you do every day, not what you do once in a while. Your habits are the true architects of your destiny. When you commit to building strong, consistent habits, you unlock the potential for massive results that far exceed any momentary burst of effort. What feels insignificant today can carry the seeds of life, changing transformation tomorrow. Often, we dismiss small actions or decisions because their immediate impact seems minor or invisible. But these moments, no matter how tiny, are the building blocks of our future. They quietly influence our direction and shape our character long before we see the results, proving that greatness often begins in the most humble ways. It's easy to underestimate the power of a simple choice, whether it's saying yes to a new opportunity, learning one new skill, or making one healthy decision. These small steps might feel trivial at the time, but they create a ripple effect that changes your trajectory. Like a single drop of water that eventually forms a river, your tiny actions accumulate and intensify, bringing about massive change when you least expect it. The challenge is to stay patient and trust the process, especially when progress isn't immediately visible. Life-changing breakthroughs rarely announce themselves with fanfare. Instead, they are the result of consistent effort and belief in the unseen work happening beneath the surface. By valuing these small moments and honoring their importance, you position yourself for breakthroughs that can transform your life. Often, people miss out on extraordinary success because they quit before their small efforts have time to mature. They expect big results instantly and become discouraged when those results don't come. But if you learn to appreciate the quiet power of seemingly insignificant actions, you develop resilience and faith that your persistence will pay off. In the end, the key to unlocking massive results is to never underestimate the small steps you take today. They are the invisible architects of your future, the seeds from which life-changing outcomes grow. Keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that what feels small now can be the start of something truly extraordinary tomorrow. Winning the small battles each day is the foundation for achieving the big victories in life. These daily struggles might seem minor or routine, choosing discipline over comfort, focusing instead of giving in to distraction, or simply doing the next right thing when no one is watching. But it is precisely in these small moments that character is built and success is forged. When you commit to winning these daily battles, you create a pattern of triumph that naturally leads to larger accomplishments. Small victories give you confidence and momentum. Each time you overcome a challenge, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable. This builds belief, the kind of belief that fuels persistence and courage. When you consistently win your daily battles, you enter a positive cycle where motivation grows stronger and setbacks become easier to overcome. Over time, these small wins stack up, pushing you steadily closer to your major goals. The big victories become inevitable when the small battles are won because success is rarely a sudden explosion. Instead, it's a slow build like water carving a canyon over time. By focusing on manageable daily challenges, you avoid overwhelm and burnout. This steady progress allows you to maintain balance and keep your eyes on the bigger prize without losing your way. Winning small battles daily also trains you to handle adversity. Life throws obstacles your way, but when you've developed the habit of tackling difficulties one by one, you become resilient. You learn how to adapt, persevere, and keep moving forward even when circumstances aren't ideal. This resilience is what turns challenges into stepping stones toward your big victories. In the end, success is a collection of small, consistent wins. By focusing on the daily battles and giving them your best effort, you set yourself up for the grand triumphs you desire. The big victories will take care of themselves because you've built a foundation of discipline, confidence, and resilience that can carry you through anything.